Particular story that I really wanted to mention. I didn't mention it last week, but I mentioned it today just while I recap. And that is a story about Nafi' ibn Jubair, who was once, somebody asked him, "Are you not coming to the janazah?" And rather than immediately say yes or no, he said, "Give me a moment." He said, "Give me a moment." And he paused, thought for a moment, and then he said, "Okay, let's go." So people asked him about that. What was the pause for? Oh, he said, I paused for my intention. I paused so I make my intention, and then I proceed for the janazah. And the idea is that it seems that their understanding of intention was that it was something that required a conscious pause. Right? It required them to kind of stop, pause, make the intention, and then do it. And therein lies, the difference between intention and irada. Irada is anything that you want. Anything. So anything that you want to do or anything that you want done. Anything that you want to happen is your irada, right? Which is different to niyyah. And the main difference is that a niyyah you own. A niyyah is owned by the person who does the action. Whereas an irada is more general. Something that you want can be your action, it can be somebody else's. So if you want someone else to do something for you, or if you want something to happen, that can be attributed to you as your want, as your irada. But it cannot be attributed to you as your niyyah. Your niyyah is exclusive to you. And this is why actions require niyyah for them to be rewarded. Actions, niyyah, what an intention does is a niyyah distinguishes an action from being accidental, from being unintentional, from being from being something that one just coincidentally walks into, to an action that one owns, right? Because they have decided themselves to do the deed. So that's an extremely important distinction, because there's lots and lots of things that we do without niyyah. And although it's kind of difficult to digest this, but what the hadith is pointing to, what we're discussing here is pointing to, is the fact, and what the Salaf's action points to is the fact that if that moment of pause, it doesn't have to take any time, it doesn't exist, then the action is not an intentional action, and when it's not intentional, it is not rewarded, right? It is just an act. So intention is something that needs to be worked on. Basically, it's something that people have to work on, and that is why it carries so much reward. It carries so much reward because it's not easy. It might appear easy, but it isn't easy, as in there's probably lots and lots of things that we miss out on because of the fact that that we've done the act but we didn't own it by doing it intentionally. So that's a really, really important aspect of spirituality for every single Muslim to take on board, and it's probably like the basic. It's the ABC or the A of the ABC, if you like. It's the very foundation of all action.